So here's a short story about a husband who handled things like a gigaboss by walking out of his wife forever and divorcing her when she royally crossed the line by playing some stupid prank that all her girlfriends were doing. And now she's on Reddit whining and complaining about the whole thing, but too late, F around and find out. Titled, I made a joke with my husband and it's costing me my marriage with a man I truly love. I need help fixing it. And a shout out to Jason for sending in this story. Now listen to this. This really is going to show you guys how you must pay attention to her friends and how they try to sabotage each other. She says here, my husband and I have been married for 4 years and I truly do love him with everything I have. I can't see a life without him. Well, you better get used to it because he's gone, honey. I took some stupid advice from some of my girlfriends regarding a joke that they have done with their husbands or boyfriends. The joke is basically telling your partner that you want to break up with them or you want a divorce. Really? She didn't really think this thing through? That's horrible. I never wanted to do it and thought it was cruel to do, especially to someone you love, but I was convinced after they kept pestering me about it, and I was the only one who haven't done it yet out of the 5 of us. Right there. She knows it's cruel. She knows it's awful, but she's going to go do it anyway because it knows no women in accountability. She's blaming their friends. She knows it's the wrong thing to do. She's going to go, what are you, in junior high? Grow the freak up. They further convinced me about it when they told me the reactions their partners had. Stupidly, I did it last week, and my husband's reaction wasn't what I thought it would be. You mean he acted like a man? I honestly thought he would try and talk to me or beg me or make suggestions like my friends' partners have done, but he did not. We had dinner and were watching a movie when I told him I'm not happy anymore and I think we should get a divorce. What an idiot. He looked at me for a couple seconds and I swear I looked like something broke in his eyes and he got up, walked into our bedroom, and within 10 minutes came out with a bag and walked out of the house without saying a word to me. And he's like, bye, B-I-T-C-H. I tried to stop him, especially after seeing him with a bag packed up, and told him it was a joke, and I didn't mean it. But he basically just brushed me off and walked out. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. She knew it was the wrong thing to do. She knew it was cruel. She claims she loves him, and that's what she's going to do. Oh, because of the peer pressure? Again, what are you, 12? For God's sakes, we're not done yet with her belly aching. Well, I tried to get a hold of him. Messages, calls, emails, video chats, but he isn't answering me at all. I talked to his friends, but none of them want to tell me where he is, and if they answer me, and they won't answer me. I went to his work, but they refused me entry in the building. I've tried his parents, but they don't want to get involved as well with his siblings, and the only messages I get back from his sister is telling me that that I'm a joke and I effed it up. I've sent many messages about it being a joke and even sent screenshots of my conversations with my girlfriends about the joke as proof that it was a joke, and I'm not backtracking and all of a sudden but nothing. What she doesn't understand is it doesn't matter it was a joke. It doesn't matter if they were all doing it. The fact that A, you went this low to do that you're cruel. Or the fact is you're a moron, that you're just going along with your friends. What if all her friends were on a girls' trip? You all see where I'm going with this. Or one of them is about to get married, they have a bachelor party, and they bring a dancer along. They're on a girls' trip and there's guys. Let's just say they're good looking enough to attract guys. And one thing leads to another. Is she going to just go along with them because the rest of them are cheating? Probably, because she's a follower. The majority of the population, gentlemen, as I'm sure many of you are aware, are followers. They're sheep. They're going to go along with the herd just so they don't have to, be out or be judged or whatever like that. You don't want that as a girlfriend or wife. My friends didn't have any real advice and told me just to give him time and that he will get over it. I wouldn't be taking advice from these so-called friends anymore, honey. I think they are all trying to mess each other's marriages up. Everything came down on me yesterday when I was served with actual divorce papers. It felt like somebody slapped me in the face and hit me and continued to hit me. I was and still am in so much pain. I frantically tried to get a hold of him, but all I got back was he has nothing to say to me and I should talk to his lawyer. Accept it. You fucked up in the biggest way possible. Nobody feels bad for you. Think for yourself. How can I get the man back I love? I don't want to lose him. I made a stupid joke. I know that, and it's breaking my world apart. Also, we have had no issue that I know of. We were laughing the whole time throughout the day, had fun and everything. No fight or distance recently between us, nothing like that at all. Everything was basically perfect. She had a perfect situation. This guy, I don't know, maybe it's just his character, maybe he's read stories like this, but he's learned you don't tolerate this crap. And she had such a good thing going, she had to go F it up. But here's the thing, all women love drama. Yeah, I'm going to say it again. All women love drama. But that doesn't mean they're going to go this far. Some can't function without actually being in the drama, turmoil and all that, probably because of their childhoods or whatever. And if they don't, some will create it out of nowhere. You can have the best relationship ever, and still some got to screw the whole thing up. I've known women like this, okay? I've sadly dated some like that in my past, and thank God I've learned the signs. I get rid of them. It's not worth it, and this guy learned this. So I think I can speak for 99.999% of all you guys out there, and it's tough shit, asshole. You brought this on yourself, and maybe, hopefully she'll learn. I doubt it, but she won't. So now a few comments before I wrap this up. One guy says here, what the actual fuck? I've always thought that was a stupid line, by the way. That is not a joke. You did something spectacularly stupid and are facing the consequences for it. It honestly looks like your female friends know how ridiculously gullible you are and knew exactly how this would blow up in your face. Yeah. The sad thing is, guys, she's going to cling to those friends when she should be running from those friends. Another one. There are so many other great jokes she could have told him. That she was planning to redact herself and she was having an affair. Oh, or the one where she's pregnant and the baby is his brother's. A part of my legitimately wonders if he knew this was coming. Like one of her other husbands gave him a heads up because he handled it with so much grace and dignity and was so respectful to OP. Like he hadn't been a joke and she was serious. That's the best way he could have done it. But good on him for doing that. There are some things you just don't joke around about. That's a good point. I didn't actually think about that. I'm sure you guys did. That some of the other husbands or boyfriends tipped him off. And this guy was actually literally waiting to see, is she actually going to do this? And if she does, I'm done. Last one. This guy says, the fact that OP doesn't understand this speaks volumes. OP still thinks he just needs convincing that she really always was joking, and this isn't just her backtracking. It hasn't even occurred to the OP that he already knows that, and this is exactly why he's done. It was cruel, it was childish, it was unfunny, it was wildly disrespectful. And OP has acknowledged all that, but went ahead and did it anyway, for the sake of impressing her friends, whose opinion of her clearly holds more value to her than her husband's emotional health or dignity. Nothing about it being a joke offers redemption the way OP seems to think it should. End of story. I don't feel bad for her. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Enjoy the divorce, honey.